Good evening to Carol Corner Dust. I thank you all for coming here. Uh, it's a pleasure doing these videos. I'm glad to see everybody here that is coming here tonight to join me here on Carol's Corner Desk. I ask you to please give my videos a thumbs up, subscribe to my videos, share my videos with others so they can be blessed by this. I also ask you to press the notification bell when I upload new videos. I do what I do for God and nobody else. I do this not for man, but for God and His Son Jesus. It's important to me to do the things I do and not to give myself any glory or pat myself on the back. Excuse me, when I do these videos, it's important to do whatever I do for God because He's the one who gets the glory. I do it for Him and His Son Jesus. Now I'm going to be talking about respected persons, and I will be reading this out of the book of James. And it's important to understand what the scriptures are talking about. It'll be in James chapter 2, verses 1 through 10. Now I'm going to break it down into three little parts to explain each piece. And when I do this, I will be reading from 1 until 4. I'll explain that. And then I'll read 5 and 6, and I'll explain that. And the last part will be from 7 to 10, and I will explain that. Please bear with me as I read this here. Because the Hebrew says, whenever I do all this, it comes right out here in the Bible, straight in the words. Okay, I don't make any of this stuff up. It's right from here. Okay, so bear with me while I go ahead and I read this here. Starting with James chapter 2, verses 1 through 4. My brethren, have not the faith of our Lord Jesus Christ, the Lord of Lords, with respect of persons. For if there come unto your assembly a man with a gold ring and godly apparel, and there came in also a poor man in wild raiment, and you have respect to him that wears the gay clothing, and say unto him, sit thou here in a good place, and say to the poor, stand there, or sit here under my footstool. And ye are not then partial in yourselves, and are become judges of evil thoughts? Okay, what this is talking about here, this first part, is the respected persons. See, there's a man that comes in, and he's wearing really nice clothes. He has gold ring on his fingers, okay, and the person he's told to come in and here, sit right here in this good place, okay. And then when another man comes in, and he's not wearing really nice clothing, he says, here, stand over there. I'll sit here under my footstool. Meaning, I don't care. He looks at this person with, he's not wearing he's not wearing nice clothing. But the one who's wearing nice clothing, hey, he gets the best of the best of the best of everything. You know, the best food to eat, you know, a good place to sit, and the person who has who's wearing not good clothing, okay, and here, you know, talked about it. So I'm gonna break it down here like this: the man who's wearing the gold ring and golly apparel, okay, this man could be like in a three-piece suit, okay, a tie, you know, stick pin for his tie, you know, couplings on for his shirt, for the wrist, you know, and really beautiful, nice shoes, okay. And then this other man comes in, he's not wearing all very nice clothes, because they say like, you know, a baseball hat, you know, a nice t-shirt, and blue jeans and white tennis shoes. And that person's told us to go over here, stand over here, or sit in this store. Because they want to be more partial to the person who's wearing the nice clothing. And I mean, the man has, his hair is done really nice, he has manicured nails, you know, he's, you know, got, he takes good care of himself. And the other men may have a little beard, a little scruff here, you know, a little muscle, a little stuff. But you don't know who that person is. See, that person there, you have no other idea because you can have that man that's in his three-piece suit and invite him to teach up there the pulpit, okay, and he could be the devil himself. Okay. So this is what we're talking about here, about, you know, the person who's wearing the great clothes, you know, and you give them the best food, you know, like a steak and baked potato and a salad and all the rest of the trimmings. And then you give this other guy here who's wearing a baseball cap, t-shirt and jeans and tennis shoes and peanut butter and jelly sandwich and a glass of water, okay? Because you're looking down at this person's view. You don't know who he is at all. So quit being respected persons because it's evil thoughts. It says right here, evil thoughts. Becoming judges of evil thoughts. You're feeling these evil thoughts penetrate your mind because he is wearing, like I said, a three-piece suit, you know, a nice tie with a, you know, a diamond, you know, pin, you know, tie clip, you know, couplings and ring on his finger, and, you know, really beautiful shoes. And you think it's really evil thoughts because this other guy comes in here with not wearing nice clothes. So they're just an evil thought. Okay. Here, now we're going to continue here and go a little further on. I'm going to read now verses 5 and 6 to you. Okay. Hearken, my beloved brother. Have not God chosen the poor of this world, rich in faith and heirs of the kingdom which he has promised to them that love him? But ye have despised the poor. Do not the rich man oppress you and draw you before the judgment seat? Okay, here it says, you know, God's chosen the poor. He chose us poor. okay, to do his work, to do what he is. We're heirs of the kingdom. Okay, so now we're his heirs because we're poor. We don't have the best food in the house or the best clothes, but we look decent. We look nice. We're mildly dressed, um, and we're dressed like we're supposed to be dressed because I promised that who love him. See, he promised. He promised the poor. Okay, with that is rich in his faith, rich in his heirs. See, we're faith. Our faith comes from reading God's Word. Reading His Word gives us the faith that we need to understand on what it's talking about in here in James. Now, let's look at hardship because James is hard. James is one of those that will tell you just like it is. Okay, you don't point the finger and pull any punches. He just tells you exactly what it says. Okay, that you have to understand because but ye have despised the poor, do not rich men oppress you and draw you before the judgment seat. They want to oppress you, to be oppressed, you know, uh, to judge you because you don't have, a three-piece suit and you don't have, gold rings on your fingers. And you don't have a golden stick pin with a diamond in it with your tie, and cufflinks, okay, and nice, shoes that cost $500 or more, okay, and a suit that probably cost $1,000 or more. They judge you because you don't have all this stuff. Okay? So just because a man is not dressed in this suit and he comes in with, an ordinary suit, might not be three-piece, might be a jacket and a pair of pants and some nice shoes, you know. It may not have a tie clip, or they do with an ordinary tie clip, nothing expensive. So, but what they want to do is they want to oppress and draw you before the judgment. They just want to judge you because you don't have what they have. See? And that's where it comes into this. Really, it's like when you're reading the first four verses, you put this person that has wonderful, nice looking clothes, and they say, "Here, sit by my side. Sit over here, and you with the no good clothes, you stand there or in my feet so they can put their titty, their boot, their shoe on the person's neck because they're judging. They want to judge because you don't have the nice suit or the fashion dress to wear. You have the hat and the dress and the shoes and the purse that goes with it. You come in an ordinary dress, you may have a purse, to keep your belongings in. You might not have the best shoes in the world, but it's there. They want to judge, and it's wrong to do. It's wrong to be a respected person. It's wrong to be that way because it has to do with every evil thought. Okay, all that there, you know, you should never do. Now, I'm going to go to the last part of this. I'm going to read from 7 to 10. Okay. Now, do not say blaspheme the worthy name by the which ye are called, if ye fulfill the world law according to the scriptures, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. Ye do well. But if you have respect to persons, ye commit sin and are convinced of the law as transgressors. For whosoever shall keep the whole law and yet offend in one point, he is guilty of all. Okay, here we go. Let's break this part down. She says, do they not blaspheme the worthy name by which we are called? Okay, what they want to do is they want to be blasphemous because the people who are called to do God's work are called to do it. And, we're supposed to teach God's word the way it is written in the Bible. Okay? And we're not supposed to be blasphemers. Okay? We're not supposed to do anything like that. Alright? Okay. Okay. If you fulfill the royal law according to the scriptures, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. You do well. It means we're supposed to have respect for our neighbors. Now, what I mean by neighbor, I don't mean the next door people, the person who lives next door to you. Your neighbor is the person, excuse me, sits in the pew next to you. Okay, that's what that neighbor means. Okay, not your next door neighbor. Okay, it's the person who sits next to you. Now you can have respect for your neighbor that lives next door to you. Yeah, you should have respect for that person as well. But okay, see, because if they fulfill the world law according to the scriptures, okay, the scriptures gives a whole account of the law. Now that's another subject down the road somewhere else. Okay, I'm not getting into that. I'm just talking about having respect to persons because we're supposed to have respect to persons. Okay, you're not supposed to have respect to persons. We're not supposed to do that. We're supposed to have respect for one another. Okay, in the assembly of Christ. Okay, we're supposed to, have respect for those, for each other. Okay, but not be partial. Okay, it's like the man who that wears that fancy suit. Okay, and he's up there in the pulpit talking about all this stuff here. And after church is all over with, you're supposed to sit in high place and give them the best meal, like I said, steak and baked potato and the salad and the rest of the trimmings. And then you give the rest of the congregation peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and a glass of water. Wrong thing to do. It's wrong to do that and even think that because that is, because like here in verse 4, become judges of evil thoughts. It's an evil thought. When you say here, You sit up here amongst everybody else, okay, and you give the rest of the congregation a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and a glass of water. Now let me explain to you a little bit about what I'm talking about here. To give you kind of a good understanding. For 3 years, my husband and I were homeless from 2010 to 2013. None of it get on into all that, what happened, but you've had people that were godly men and they treated us exactly just like the man who said, here, sit over there or under my footstool, okay, and they become judges of evil thoughts. So, now there's people now, and nothing wrong. There's people outside the church, and we're going out and doing whatever we can. People will come up to us and say, here, I don't know why I'm giving this, but here, I was told to give you this. Doesn't matter what this was. That's besides the point. The point is that's how we were treated when you read it. When you actually read respected persons, when somebody came to their church, they went ahead and they did that. They gave the best of the best to the person who came and spoke at their church. But if you didn't give to the storehouse, meaning food, give others to food, they would give you what was left over, or nothing at all. And there was other people in there than the church that didn't have anything else. They couldn't even feed themselves sometimes or their children. I'm not naming names. I'm not going to name who the church was or the pastor or his wife or nothing. It doesn't matter who they were. What matters is that's how they were. Now, I'm not saying he was, but then others were. Okay. So this is what all this is doing about, and you know, but it says here in verse 9, but if you have respect to persons, you commit sin and are convinced of the law as transgressors. Okay, well, if that's what sin is, okay, because they rather do that there. They rather treat somebody who wears the nicest clothes, the nicest dress, the nicest suit, than the person who can't afford it at all. But they come to church anyhow. Okay. Now see, and verse 10 says, for whoever shall keep the whole law and yet offend in one point, he is guilty of all. Hey, the law, that's like I said, there's another subject, a whole other subject, okay, to get into. So I'm going to end this here, but please share this with other people so they can be blessed as well by this message. You know, you have to understand, I appreciate everyone who comes here is a blessing to me, okay, and not just to me, but it's also a nice blessing, for others to learn what this is all about, okay, so take it to heart, take it for what it's worth, and help one another understand these things. And I also value your comments. Excuse me. I value them a lot. Now, this is something I left out in this whole thing here. Then I understand. Help me if there's something that needs to be addressed, hey, leave in the comments down below, okay? Excuse me, I value your comments. I really do. So please, subscribe to my channel. Please. It helps the YouTube recognize me more when you subscribe. When you share, same thing when you share my videos with others so they can be blessed. Okay. And when you press the notification bell when I upload a new video, right now I know I'm doing this probably once a week, but I may down the road do a few more here and there. But I will announce it when I start doing it, okay? But I thank each and every person for coming here tonight. I'm grateful for everything here. I'm grateful for all of you. And I thank God to giving me the ability to teach His Word. I'm grateful for that very much. It's a blessing to know that I can do this. And I just want to stress myself. I don't do this to glorify men. I do it to glorify God. I'm not here to pat myself on the back, okay? Not at all. I'm not going to do that. I don't expect anything in return because that would be wrong on my part. But I do love you all, and I can't stress, please, share my videos with others. Subscribe to my channel, okay? You know, it'd be a blessing to others. I love you all. You have, well, I don't know where you live. You have a good night, a good morning, a good afternoon, and a good evening. I love y'all. Bye.